Hey, what's going on YouTube? SuperDark124 here coming at you with a brand new video today, and I wanted to make this video for a long time and I've thought a lot about it, and it is about Xbox and why it has gone, for me, from being super relevant in my life to declining and then being really coming up and being relevant again now for me. So I guess just a little bit of history. I wanted a system that was either the 360 or the PS3 back in 2012 because a lot of my friends owned either one, but I kind of just had the Wii and the DS and the PS2, and I wasn't able to experience a bunch of games that were only on these consoles, you know, that were not available on the systems that I already had. So when I went to look for one, there's some reasons that I got an Xbox 360. So originally I was actually going after a PS3, but I didn't end up doing that because I noticed that they were significantly more expensive, and I just wanted to go with kind of whatever the cheaper one was. And I had a lot of friends that had an Xbox 360 anyway, so I decided that I was going to go with the 360. So obviously I went ahead and bought one. I also wanted to play, I remember this was really a huge reason why I wanted one, was I wanted to play Sonic Generations. I had the 3DS version, but I really wanted to play the next gen version, and like that clearly was the legitimate version to get. And I was really bummed out, especially after like, you know, like Sonic Colors being on the Wii, that it wasn't going, Sonic Generations wasn't going to come to the Wii. So it was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna play it, then I have to get a next-gen system. It also was for online functionality. A lot of my friends talked about how they played over Xbox Live or PlayStation Network together, and you know, you can talk and you can invite each other to games and play together, and you don't have to be right next to each other. And to me, that was just huge because I really didn't know anything about that. The only online games I'd had experience with were either computer games like Club Penguin or like very little Nintendo functionality that's on like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and even Sonic Generations on the 3DS had with races and Mario Kart. But you know, it wasn't to the capacity that PSN and Xbox Live had. So yeah, so in order to do that, I had to go out and I bought this system. This is an Xbox 360S, the 4GB version. This is the exact one I got back when I was in 6th grade. I cannot believe I've had this console for over 7 years. That is really insane. But this thing means a lot to me, and it holds a lot of memories, and it represents a lot about my early teenage life, and really, well, actually really just my teenage life in general, just the Xbox brand, but specifically for the 360, it really kind of examined my transition into being a teenager during me being 12 and me being 13, like all of 13, and then when I was 14, I really was, that Christmas, a few weeks after I turned 13, after I turned 14, I got an Xbox One, so that kind of exemplified that, but the 360 was very important. So some games I really played in it, I got to play a bunch of Sonic games that I haven't played before, like Sonic Generations, Sonic 06, which I know is bad, but I really wanted to play it just because I'd seen the cutscenes on YouTube and all that fun stuff. And also the 360 version of Sonic Unleashed. I had the PS2 version, but everybody in the Sonic community usually talked about the, you know, the PS3 and the 360 versions, which were the like more legit kind of versions of the game. Another big game that was actually this was the first console it came to, was Minecraft. I played a lot of Minecraft and I got really into it. I know there was the PC version, but for whatever reason I just never quite did it, but I had a lot of friends on the 360 that knew about Minecraft and were playing it, and I actually had a subscriber, I don't know if he's still subscribed to my channel, but we ended up messaging on YouTube and we friended each other on Xbox Live, and we actually play. He taught me how to play Minecraft, and sorry, dude, I forgot what your name is or whatever. If you ever do watch this, but he was the one who taught me to play Minecraft, and I had a lot of good memories with that. Also, lots of shooters. I played Halo. I had Halo Reach specifically was the big one. But I also did play Halo 4 and Halo 3, and I even owned the Xbox version of the original like Halo Combat Evolved. So that was cool. Call of Duty. I have every Call of Duty game that came out for the 360. The only one I do not have and that I have not played to this day, however, is Call of Duty 3, but I don't really feel any motivation to play it. But Call of Duty, by far the most influential series for me, and the one I spent the most time playing on Xbox in general. To this day, even though it is frustrating and they're starting to practice these monetization models that are not consumer friendly, I still do love Call of Duty. That multiplayer I think is the best, absolutely. And also Battlefield. I had a lot of fun with Battlefield, specifically the third one. I also did play some Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1. But Battlefield 3 is the one I had the most memories with, and that was on the 360. Also, GTA 4, I played a lot of online matches with friends. We had fun times in those online lobbies, and I just like GTA 4. And then also GTA 5 came out for the 360, and it was one of the good reasons, even after the Xbox One initially came out, to still have a 360, because they didn't quite port GTA 5 to the next gen yet. I don't think they did for like another year, so it was really nice to still have the 360 to run like GTA 5 and play GTA Online, because that was actually pretty fun. And so now I'm going to get into why it declined for me. So really it happened here for me in Utah, and it kind of happened around, oh man, what do I want to say, like, really like 11th grade, I want to say. So that year, it was 2016, it was the latter half of 2016 when I entered junior year, and that's when Call of Duty Infinite Warfare came out that year, which really wasn't that great. There was also Modern Warfare Remastered that I didn't play much of anyway. I should have given it more of a chance, but I didn't really play it. And Call of Duty in general, like, it was kind of just starting to burn out for me. And the reason why I keep emphasizing Call of Duty is, you know, obviously I liked having all the other Xbox One games like Rainbow Six and Halo and Battlefield and GTA 5, but like, and it's always been like this for me with Xbox, is Call of Duty was my biggest series on Xbox. And so I didn't care for Infinite Warfare. I barely played that game. I think I actually spent the most time playing the zombies in that game for the little time that I did play it. And then Modern Warfare Remastered, like I said, I didn't really spend a lot of time into it for some reason. I should have given it more of a chance. Also was the lack of a social aspect. So what I mean by this is one of the biggest reasons that I was even on Xbox was for the Xbox Live community that came through, like playing with friends, getting into parties, and going and playing games together. And, you know, I mean, it's really no secret, but, you know, as we got older and as people, you know, got jobs, or, you know, they just wanted to go, like, hang out with friends more, and people, you know, got cars, and, you know, they just wanted to do other stuff besides playing video games, which is totally understandable because I did that too. But the appearance of my friends on Xbox really declined, because when I was in middle school, like, every day, and early high school, every day, like, everybody would be on Xbox, and, you know, we would always expect each other to be online so we can play together, and it was just really great. It was really great that that's the way it was. But obviously as we got older, and especially near the end of high school, it just, it just kind of seemed like it just wasn't the same. It just wasn't really there anymore, unfortunately. So yeah, unfortunately, that kind of declined, and it was not nearly the same as it was back when we were in middle school and early high school together. So that was unfortunate, but that's just kind of the way things go. And also another thing which I have to make a separate video about at some point was this baby, the Nintendo Switch. I love this system. I'm gonna have to make a video about it, but this thing honestly made me fall in love with gaming again. And I remember in late 2016 was actually when they released the trailer for this, and yeah, I've had a lot of fun with the Switch. I love it, and I especially figured with, well, maybe since the social aspect of Xbox is declining down, maybe I should try to go find more single-player oriented experiences, and a lot of single-player IPs I enjoy are on Nintendo, like, you know, Mario and The Legend of Zelda, you know, just more like single-player stuff. And I know there's a lot of single-player stuff on Xbox, but I didn't necessarily care for those IPs. Xbox for me was all about the multiplayer. And Nintendo, I'd always been doing single player anyway with like Pokemon and Mario and all that good stuff. So I was very, very focused on this. I'll have to make a video on it, but the gist is I fell in love with it. I still do love it, and this ultimately strayed me away from playing Xbox. And in fact, it strayed me away so much that about a year ago, I actually sold my Xbox One because it was literally just sitting there collecting dust. I was just playing my Switch all the time, and I don't know, I didn't want to play Call of Duty. I was just burnt out. Not a lot of my friends were on the system, and so I ultimately decided that I just wanted to roll with the Switch and try to make it my main system. So it's been like that for about a year now, and there's a lot of things, like, you know, there's that saying that you don't really know what you had until it's gone, and I want to kind of explain like how Xbox has kind of become relevant for me again. So what I did was, a few months ago, I really specifically missed the Call of Duty multiplayer, and just kind of how multiplayer worked on Xbox Live. And Nintendo Switch, I love it, but definitely everybody can agree that it does not have the best online play compared to Xbox and PlayStation. And I just really missed, you know, the Call of Duty multiplayer, and I want to explain kind of like why it's been on the rise for me again. Oh, sorry, I think I was saying something. So I actually went out and bought some really cheap Rock Candy controllers. I bought a hard drive for it, a power brick for it because I lost it, and I went ahead and I downloaded all the games I used to have on it, like all the Call of Duties, some Battlefields, Grand Theft Auto, even the Sonic games, and some other games I thought would have been like cool to play. And I even bought Xbox Live Gold, and I was playing, lately I've been playing a lot of MW3 and Black Ops 1 online, a pretty decent amount, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so much fun, like I can't believe how much I've missed doing this, and I was like, man, yeah, I kind of want to get back into Xbox again. And so, and also with the third-party support on it, you know, just with like Grand Theft Auto and stuff, I really missed that too. You know, like I've missed out on games like, you know, like Red Dead Redemption, like the recent one, and, you know, just the third-party support that Xbox has, that the Switch has really good third-party support, but just like it's still not to the degree that that Xbox and PlayStation have, unfortunately. And also even the online functionality, I think I still do have friends that play on Xbox Live, but maybe I should try to kind of reconnect and kind of get that going again. I think that might be fun. And, you know, especially Call of Duty. And I know recently, a few days ago, Call of Duty, the trailer for Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out, and I was like, man, I just really, really miss being in the loop for Call of Duty and playing like the recent Call of Duty, and yeah, especially a lot of the YouTube channels I subscribe to, and have a lot of fun watching are Call of Duty oriented. And I don't know, you know, Call of Duty is a frustrating franchise, you know, with the, like I was talking about, their models for making money and being pay to win and stuff. But I just like, I can't get over it. I just love Call of Duty and that multiplayer. So it looks really, really interesting. And yeah, and that's kind of why it's been back on the rise for me and why it declined. And I just want to let you guys know that within the next few days I have a special video. You guys probably might already be brainstorming about what it is, but I have a special video regarding Xbox coming in the next few days. So look forward to that. Hopefully if you enjoyed this video, what's your guys' stories with Xbox? Leave comments below, like, maybe have a conversation, but yeah, it's meant a lot to me, and it feels good to have Xbox be relevant again. I got a surprise video coming within the next few days regarding Xbox, and I will go ahead and see you guys then. Have a great one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys later. Peace out.